Hello everyone and welcome back. In this tutorial series, we are going to build complete project management application in Microsoft Power App from scratch. For this application, I'm using Microsoft Dataverse as a backend data source. If you want, you can build the same application using SharePoint with few modifications. Before we start building, let's quickly look at what we are going to create throughout this series. I'll build a complete project management system where users can create projects, manage tasks, assign team members, and track project progress from start to finish. Each task will support multiple comments, making collaboration and communication much easier for project teams. We will also build a task template module. In this module, we will be able to configure different task types such as yes or no, attachment, feedback, and approval tasks. Based on the selected task type, users will see different controls while completing the task. When creating a new project, users will have two options: create a blank project or create a project using predefined templates. The templates will already contain task name, department, assign users, task controls, and project timeline. This helps standardize projects and save a lots of setup time. We will also create a calendar timeline view in Power App to visualize project schedules, milestone, and task deadlines. The application will use role-based access control where project owners have full project permissions while team members can only access and complete their assigned tasks. We'll also build application administrator module to manage users, assign security roles, and control application access. Finally, we'll create the report section and integrate Power Automate to generate reports and automate business process. If you want to learn how to build a real-world project management application using Microsoft Power App, Dataverse, and Power Automate, then this series is for you. Now let's start building the navigation menu. First, create the new solution in Power App. Inside the solution, add a new Canvas app, provide a suitable name, and click Create. To make our navigation reusable across every screen, we'll create a component. Select the component, copy the screen height, and set it to component so it always match the screen height. Next, copy the screen width, assign it to the component width property, and divide it by 4. This creates a sidebar that occupy 1/4 of application. Now insert a vertical container, set its width to parent.width and height to parent.height. Reduce the border radius. Inside the container, insert another vertical container. This container will hold our complete navigation layout. Reduce the border radius to 20. Set the outer container background using your application theme color. Set the inner container background to white and add padding to the outer container. Next, insert the horizontal container for headers. Below that, insert another vertical container for the navigation menu. Set the fill portion of the menu container to 9 so it occupies most of the available space. Remove unnecessary shadows. Now let's design the header. Insert image control, enable flexible height, then set the width to self.height. Next, insert the text label for the application title. Enable flexible width and flexible height. Change the font to semi-bold and add a small gap between the controls. Finally, provide the application logo in the image property. Now we are ready to create the navigation menu. Insert the vertical gallery. Before binding data to the gallery, let's create all required screen for this application. Now the screens are ready. Rename the component. Now create a custom property, menu table. Set the data type to table. Inside this custom property, create a table with 3 columns. Icon, title, and screen. Since our application contains 7 screens, we will add 7 records with the icon, menu title, and screen reference. Now bind the gallery item property to menu table. Reduce the gallery template size to self.height divided by 10. Inside the gallery, insert a horizontal container. Set the width to parent.template width and height to parent.template height. Inside that container, insert another container and add modern button. Set x to 0, y to 0 and width to parent.width and height to parent.height. For the button properties icon, this item.icon, and for text, this item.title. Align the content to the left, increase the font size, reduce the border radius, and add padding around each gallery item. Now insert a small label on the left side of the gallery item. Set its width to 5. This label will work as an active menu indicator. Move it to the left side and add a small gap between indicator and the button. Next, configure the button on select property. Use navigate this item.screen. Now simply add this navigation component to every screen in the application. Our navigation is now functional. Next, let's highlight the currently selected screen. Go back to the component. For the button fill property, use if statement. If this item.screen match the current screen, apply the selected background color. Otherwise, keep the background transparent. Apply the same logic to the button text color. Set the button appearance to transparent and use filled icon style. Finally, apply the same condition to the menu indicator fill property so it only appears for the active screen. And that's it. Our reusable navigation menu is now completed. In the next video, we'll continue building this project management application step by step, including dashboard, projects, task management, task template, calendar view, reportings, and Power Automate integrations. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification so you don't miss the next part of this series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.